What's up YouTube? Drinkwater back with another cooking video. This one is titled How to Cook Beef Stew. So if you ever wanted to learn how to cook beef stew, you have found the right channel and the right video. Please stay tuned and we'll show you how to do that. What's up YouTube? Drinkwater here. I have a very special surprise today. I have Mr. Chef William, and he's going to show us how to make a authentic Cajun beef stew. Take it away, Chef.
How y'all doing out there? Okay, we got some tender roast chuck cut up last night. Got about 4 or 5 pounds here. Slice it up into whatever sizes that you want, and you marinate it overnight. Your marinade's about a half a cup of Lee & Perrins Worcestershire sauce, half a cup of teriyaki. Put your Tony Chachere, how much spice you want to put on it. McCormick mesquite grill, some basil, grind some sea salt. Later on, when we make our gravy, we're going to add our beef stock. And use the browning, make it how dark you want it. The more southern Louisiana, the darker you got.
Roger.
Taking your gravy with your cornstarch. Right here we have our essentials. Any Cajun meal or southern Louisiana, you have your onions, your celery, your green peppers, and also yellow peppers if you want to. And that, you saute it in your olive oil. Get yourself a black iron skillet right here. It's one of your best pots that you can get, or a Magnolite. Saute it with some olive oil. Best use extra virgin olive oil, and that'll start making your gravy when you brown your meat on in there. And we're going to be right back and show you how it's done. Okay, we're back. Extra virgin olive oil, onions. Hear that nice crackling sound. Celery, green peppers, and some yellow spice. Get your meat here. You want to cook this down until it's translucent. It'll take you about 10-15 minutes.
So about 10-15 minutes, Chef?
Yes, sir. About 10-15 minutes. Cook it till it's about translucent.
All right, so you're going to show us translucent?
Yep.
Oh, I wish I can smell this. Be right back.
Okay, everybody. Cook down your onions, your peppers, celery. You got your meat here. It's all marinated for overnight. You had yourself a little flour, base of your roux. Get your meat on in there and start browning it. Get the pot sizzling there. Stir your meat. The flour's going to make your gravy. Now we're just browning the meat right now, searing it. Turn it up a little bit higher on your heat.
About how long, a chef, does it take to brown it up? Now, I understand it depends on how high heat you use and what type of pot, but generally?
Generally it takes about 10-15 minutes to brown all your meat.
Okay.
Keep it at a pretty good high heat. Then we will add our beef stock and our water. Then we will cover it up, and that'll cook the rest of the onions, and it'll start making your broth and your gravy. And if you want to thicken it, you add your cornstarch to it. If you want to, you can put it in the oven, or you could keep it on the top of the stove. I prefer it on the top of the stove so you can turn it and separate the meat constantly, so it doesn't stick on the bottom of your pan.
All right, looks great. Whenever we come back, we'll show you brown.
Okay, everybody, we're back. We just browned our meat, and we're simmering it on down, and we're going to add a little bit of beef stock. A little dab will do you. And we're going to add a little bit of water to it. We're going to cook this down till it's nice and tender. You're only going to need a fork. You're going to cook it down for about 2 hours, hour and a half to 2 hours, depends on how you want your meat. You can put it in the oven, or you can leave it on the stove. I prefer to leave it on the stove. And now we're going to put the cover on it. We're going to let it cook. We got our cast iron pot right here.
And how long?
We're going to cook it for about 2 to 2.5 hours.
On a medium-high heat?
About medium-high heat, about an 8. And we're going to just cook. And you need to go to your pot about every 10 or 15 minutes and make sure that it's not sticking, and then make sure that you have enough water in there. And then once it gets to about 2 hours to 2.5 hours nice and tender, you take a little bit of kitchen bouquet. For farther down south, the darker your sauce will be, your gravy. And if you want to thicken it, you take your cornstarch, whisk it, we'll show you that later, and we'll make a nice thick gravy over a nice bed of Zatarain's Cajun rice. And that'll be it. And we'll top it off with some green onions and shallots.
All right, sounds good. We'll come back and show you that.
Okay. All right, everybody, we're back. The meat is just about tender. It's been an hour and a half. And the chuck roast, when you look at it with your fork, you can just use your fork like this, and it's very, very tender. Depends on how tender you want it. It's pretty good right there. We got some cornstarch that we whisked up here. You put it in water, you whisk it up. You add a little bit to your gravy right there to thicken it up, and then you stir it on in your pot. Tug life. It's got to be great working on a boat. You
That's
gotta cook
right.
what you want.
Tug life.
That's why we have a small kitchen here, but we do with what we got, just like Southern Louisiana people. Now, if you want to make your gravy darker, which Southern Louisiana people usually do, I've lived down in Lafayette, Morgan City, Care Park, learned a lot of cooking from a lot of old Cajun captains, and they're really nice people. You add this stuff called Kitchen Bouquet. Excellent stuff. We'll show you right here. You put a little dab in there for you, and right away it'll make it a little darker. And you can go as little as you want or as dark as you want. The more northern in Louisiana, from what I understand, is a lighter color. See, it's already thickening up there. And of course we have our Zatarain's rice here. This is a Cajun rice. I recommend it. It's very good. It's enriched parboiled long grain rice. And we're gonna put that on a bed of rice. We're gonna let this cook and simmer now at a low heat for another 5 or 10 minutes. And then we're gonna put it on a bed of rice, and we're gonna have some green onion shallots with some chives and top it off with some cilantro, and then you'll be good to go. Now you could put this over noodles if you want, or potatoes, or anything, but basically down south here in southern Louisiana, we put it over our rice. And that's what you call beef stew. You can call it smothered beef and gravy. You can call it what you want. It's really good. All right, everybody, we're back. This is my first video, so I'm a little nervous, but I hope you like it. Subscribe it and share. This is the Cajun beef stew. We have a little bit of shallots, chives, scallions, and some cilantro on top with gravy.
Looks beautiful.
Zatarain's Cajun rice. And that's the meal for today. We have our salad and our vegetables off to the side. And like I said, you could put it over mashed potatoes, regular potatoes, over noodles like the Germans do, over spätzle. But down here in southern Louisiana, we put it over rice. And I hope you all like it. See you around. We got plenty more videos to come in the future, and I hope it helps everybody out.